Namaste and welcome to Returning Home Yoga and More with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette and today we will explore gentle yoga for beginners. So a few words about yoga. Yoga is a very powerful way to calm the mind, create more ease in the body, and to feel better overall. It's really important that you listen to your body as we move through practice, and that if you haven't done any type of movement, physical activity for a very long time or ever, that you check with your physician to make sure that you are cleared to do so. All right, so make sure you're into something comfortable, wearing something comfortable that you can move easily in. And we'll come seated to begin with. Now, if sitting cross-legged is not an option for you, then feel free to have your legs extended out in front, or you might have your legs open in the more diamond type shape. And if sitting is just really not comfortable, then feel free to lie down. By all means, we will end up lying down shortly anyway, so we would just join you there at that time. Our yoga practice uses breath continually through it, so we will begin with exploring the breath for a few minutes. If when you sit you find your knees are really lifted, then feel free to sit up on a book, or if you happen to have yoga blocks, a cushion, anything at all that will elevate the buttocks so you have more ease in your hips and low back for when you do sit. Encourage the spine to find its naturally aligned position, and the jawline to grow parallel to the ground. Maybe move your jaw all around so that we can create a little bit more ease within that area. That actually, as it becomes more easeful, other areas in the body are able to as well. And the eyes could focus upon a single spot, or you could close your eyes. And you would begin to notice the rhythm of the breath, without the need to control it or to change it in any way, shape, or form. From there, deepening the breath. Simply noticing on the inhalations where the breath begins to expand in the body, and noticing on the exhalations any softening that begins to surface. Completing the current cycle of breath without rushing it. And the body returns to breathing itself. And as you're ready, slowly opening the eyes, extending your legs, and giving them a roll, and lowering onto your back, please. Now, as you lower, you could use the strength of your abdominal muscles by taking an inhalation and an exhalation to tuck the tailbone under. Maybe use your hands and arms to lower, or have your arms alongside you. Once on your back, please ensure that your spine is straight, your neck is long. Widen your feet towards edges of mat and bring the arms out in a T position. Inhale, lengthening the spine. It's a micro lengthening. As you exhale, the legs go one direction, turning the head opposite. Inhale through center. Exhale other directions. Inhale through center. Exhale. Inhaling through center. Exhale opposite directions. And one more round, please, each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale through center. And as you exhale, walk your feet together. Arms could stay wide. Inhale. Exhale, legs over one direction. See if you can keep them touching. Head turns opposite. Inhale through center. Exhale other directions. Just noticing the different areas of your body that you feel pulling in or that gentle stretch. Inhale through center. Exhale over. Inhale through center. Exhale. One more cycle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through center. And as you exhale, pause. Bring the arms or the hands onto the belly. Let your knees gently touch as your feet widen towards the edges of mat. Pause here. As you inhale, see if the breath can fill into the belly region. As you exhale, feel the belly soften and let go. 2 more cycles of breath like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let the hands go. Walk your feet about hip distance apart. As you inhale, bring one leg in towards body. As you exhale, straighten the leg towards the sky. Hands can hang on the back of the leg and begin to create ankle circles. Reversing direction. On an inhale, flex at the ankle, spread the toes. Exhale, pointing the toes forward, upward. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Let the leg relax. Inhale. Exhale, slide body to leg. Hands towards feet. See if your other leg can straighten. If not, keep it bent. Inhale. As you exhale, see if the lifted leg will come a little bit closer to you. Hold for a full breath. As you inhale, bend the knee, lower to the ground. As you exhale, pause to lengthen the neck. Hand comes to the shin of that leg, other arm extends out in a T shape, half T from the shoulder.
Inhale. Exhale, open the leg away from you. Inhale through center. Change hands. Exhale, begin to draw the body over other direction. Other arm can extend out from the shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, open the leg. Inhale through center. Exhale, drawing the leg over. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale the leg through center. As you exhale, draw other leg in. Pause to hold both legs. Taking a moment to notice if one side of the body feels different to the other. As you exhale, release the foot to the ground. Extend the leg out. Hands to the shin. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten the leg to the sky. Now you might want to rebend that other leg. So, especially if you have any low back issues. Begin to rotate the ankle joint of the lifted leg, reversing direction. As you inhale, flex at the foot, spread the toes. As you exhale, point. Inhale, toes towards head, spreading. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Let the ankle relax. Inhale, create a little more subtle length in the spine. As you exhale, lift body towards leg, hands towards foot, and straighten the leg onto the ground. Inhale. Exhale, see if that lifted leg is willing to come a little closer towards you. Stay with your breath. As you inhale, bend lifted leg, lower to ground. As you exhale, pause. Bring the arm out onto the ground, other hand to the shin. Inhale. Exhale, open that leg out away from you. Inhale, bring the leg through center. Change hands. Exhale, draw the body over. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, open the leg out and away. Inhale through center. Exhale, drawing the body over a degree that always feels appropriate for you. Inhale through center. And as you exhale, draw the other leg in. Pause simply to feel the difference from one side of body to other. From here, create a side-to-side movement. You might feel like your hands want to rest on the shins and you want to move the legs away from each other. You might move them in all sorts of different ways. Feel free to explore. And eventually bring the body back to a paused position. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can straighten both legs up to the sky, toes towards head. Inhale. Exhale, open the legs away from each other. Hands could rest to the outer thighs or to the inner legs. And from here, begin to create ankle rotations, 2 or 3 each direction. On an inhale, begin to flex at the ankles, and on an exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, let the foot relax or the feet relax. As you exhale, help the legs come together. And drawing them into chest. Place feet onto the ground and pause. Let's roll the body onto the belly. And we will place the forehead on the hands. The legs are about hip distance apart. On an inhale, lengthen and lift one leg. As you exhale, extend that leg out of the hip joint, point the toes. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. Notice if that leg feels longer than the other. Inhale, lengthen and lift other leg. As you exhale, feel the leg coming out of the hip. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. So as you move through this, we'll be doing 2 more rounds. Encourage both of the front hip bones, the iliac crest, to stay connected to the ground. Inhale, lengthen and lift other leg. Exhale, reach the leg out of the hip. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. Back to the other side. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. Let your legs relax. Take a moment of integration. You might take a deep inhale through the nose, opening the mouth for a big sigh. Good. From here, please slide your arms alongside the body and several inches away from it. Palms are down, chin or forehead is on the mat. As you inhale, lengthen and lift the body. Everything, arms, chest, legs, head. As you exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, let's hold this time if body allows. If your body prefers to inhale up, exhale down, return to it. Or if it just needs to rest, please honor that. Come back to the breath. Good. On your next exhale, slowly lower. Turn your head one direction. Allow the sigh if it wants to be expressed. Maybe a yawn. Placing the forehead back onto stacked hands, bend your knees and create a windshield wiper type action. Release the legs. Slide your hands under your shoulders, maybe even further down closer to the hips. As you inhale, lengthen and lift the chest. As you exhale, Bring your buttocks towards your heels and your arms out in front of you. Let the forehead rest onto the ground. And letting go. Taking a few moments to integrate. From here, on an inhale, come to table pose. If you have sensitive knees, feel free to rest your legs, knees onto a folded blanket or onto a folded towel. Place your hands under your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Knees are below your hips, and your inner elbows are facing each other. Inhale, lengthen from the tailbone right up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, round your spine into cat pose. Come to the finger pads and pause here. 3 breaths. As you inhale, place the hands to the ground, tilt the tailbone, lift the heart, broaden your collarbones. As you exhale, round your spine. Inhale, heart towards ground, tilt the tail, looking up. Exhale, round. Inhale, tilt the tailbone. Lift the heart, curl the toes, hug the low belly into spine. And as you exhale, lift the knees just a little. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the knees bent and bring your belly towards thighs. Lengthen the arms out of the wrist joints. And as you exhale, see if you can straighten your legs a little or a lot to maintain this lengthened position of arms out of wrist joints. So ideally you don't want to have your shoulders here, right above your hands. You'd like to extend your arms out of the wrist. Now, if your body is unhappy in this pose, you could pause, bring yourself upright slowly, reach for a chair, and place your hands onto the back of the chair or the seat of the chair. That takes stress off your wrist joints, so that's a really nice option to play with. Otherwise, your hands are on the mat and you're exploring this inverted V shape. As you inhale, bend both knees, take a look between the hands. Place one foot forward between them and the other follows. Slide your hands up your shins, look forward, draw the shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, slide hands towards feet, head towards ground, pause. Bend your knees, bring your hands alongside you, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten through legs. Exhale, arms beside you. Take a few moments to feel your feet approximately hip distance apart, landing into the ground. And as you anchor through feet, an inhale lengthens the crown of your head to sky. And your feet are the foundation as we move into this standing pose. Please widen your feet, about the length of one of your legs. Turn one leg from the hip joint a full 90 degrees so the toes are straight ahead. Other heel turns away 20 to 45 degrees. Low belly hugs in. Hips are more forward than turned. As you inhale, arms shoulder height. Exhale, bend into that front leg. As you inhale, bring your arms up.
Exhale, lower. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale, settle into your warrior two. Ensure that your knee is above your ankle, not your toes. Encourage your shoulders to be above your hips, and your gaze could turn past your front fingers. Come to the breath, conscious breathing. Good. As you inhale, straighten through the front leg. Exhale, turn the toes forward. Take your other leg, full 90-degree turn. Other heel turns away from you. Heel to heel alignment or heel to inner arch alignment. Depends on your hips. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Inhale, lengthen the leg, arms come up. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale. Exhale. Settle into your warrior two pose. Knee above ankle, arms, shoulders, shoulders above hips, arms lengthened, and the gaze past your front fingers. Stay with your breath. Next, inhale, straighten through the front leg. Exhale, lower arms. Toes come parallel and slightly towards each other. As you inhale, lengthen and lift through the front body. As you exhale, begin to fold from your hips flat back. Pause here at the halfway point. Inhale, lengthen front of spine. As you exhale, slide your hands down towards your ankles. See if they'll reach to the toes, or simply place your hands under the shoulders. Inhale, create that length through the torso. And as you exhale, encourage your head to come a little closer towards the ground. Your hands might slide behind you. You could turn the palms up and reach the hands far behind. Feel your feet anchoring you as you press down through the baby toe edges of feet. Find your breath here. And on an inhale, bring your hands under the shoulders. Lengthen your arms as you exhale. Place hands to the hips. Press through the feet. Move from the hips. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release the legs. Walk the feet together. About hip distance apart again with the feet and the legs. Pause to integrate that experience. Good. Moving into balance. Feel one foot become a little heavier into the ground. Find a focal point that does not move and feel the low belly hugging into spine. Inhale, lift one leg. Hands could come under the thigh. And we encourage the shoulders to broaden, the toes to turn upward. The breath to be here. And on an exhale, see if you could straighten your leg forward. Release the hands. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Other side. Pressing through the foot. Inhale, lifting. Anchoring the hands. Lengthening the spine. Broadening the collarbone. Find your breath. Inhale, create a little bit more length through your spinal column. As you exhale, straighten that lifted leg. Inhale, exhale, lower. Give the legs, arms a shake. Turn to face the narrow end of your mat. Hands to the heart, Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, fold from the hips, flat back. Inhale, salute the sun by sliding your hands up your shins. Look forward. As you exhale, fold. Bend your knees, bring your arms alongside you. Keep the legs bent and see if you can lift your torso up a little. Inhale the arms forward. As you exhale, draw the shoulder blades back, down, and in. Utkatasana. If arms or body allows, inhale arms up alongside of the ears. 2 breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring belly to thighs. Let your hands land onto the ground. Straighten your legs. Inhale, salute your sun. Look forward. Exhale, fold. Encourage the neck to relax. On your next inhale, bend the knees flat back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. And turning to face the long end of your mat. We move into deep squat pose. Widening the feet, toes turning towards the corners of your mat. Inhale. As you exhale, bend into your knees, letting the knees track towards the toes. Adjust the position of your legs and feet so that you can encourage your buttocks to go towards the ground. Your arms to find the inside of legs and the hands to find Namaskar Mudra somewhere at the heart center. Take a few moments to feel how the body responds. You might discover that your body is more in a squat type position, and that's fine. If you need to come out at any time, do so. We find the breath, returning to it again and again. And on your next exhale, lower the arms. And begin to shift in whatever way you need to re-straighten the legs. Walk your feet about hip distance. Inhale, slide your hands up the shins, look forward. And as you exhale, fold torso to thighs. Encourage the neck to fully let go. Bend the knees, inhale, let's rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's come to the narrow end of the mat. Inhale, arms forward. As you exhale, bend into the knees, low belly engages, and begin to find your way to the ground, maybe with some core support. If coming down that way doesn't work for you, that's perfect, that's okay. Just find your way onto the buttocks in whatever way is available. Preparing to find a seated twist. Find your sits bones, legs out in front. Bend one knee. Anchor the foot beside the knee area. Inhale, opposite arm up. As you exhale, turn towards that bent leg, wrap the arm around it. Bring the other arm behind you. As you inhale, anchor through the back arm, grow tall. Exhale, deepen into the twist. Drawing that back shoulder blade a little bit closer towards midline. Return to the breath. As you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, straighten that leg. Other leg bends. Opposite arm, inhale. It rises. Exhale, wrap the arm around leg. Other arm comes behind. Ideally, you would like the crown of the head to align somewhat with the tailbone. Inhale, anchor through the back arm, grow a little taller. Exhale, hug that back shoulder blade in towards spine as you deepen into your twist. And your breath is here with you. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Good. We're going to take that twist one more time, just a little different. So we bend, and if it's available, cross the foot over so that it's somewhere around the knee area. If that doesn't work, then feel free just to stay with that first position. Opposite arm, inhale. Exhale, wrap the arm around the leg. Other arm comes behind. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, deepen into the twist. And return to your breath. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, unravel. The other leg bends, crosses. Press that foot into the ground, into the mat. Opposite arm, inhale it up. Exhale, turn, wrap arm around leg. Use the back arm as it anchors you to create length. Inhaling. Exhale, turning, deepening into the twist. And return to your breath. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, releasing. Give the legs a roll. Seated forward bend. Now if when you sit you tend to be quite rounded through the back body, through the pelvis, I highly encourage you propping up with a blanket, cushion, pillow, rolled towel, whatever you might have. If you have a lot of tightness through the back of the legs, you might also like to prop your knees up with something as well. As we move into the forward bend, you want to be bending from your hip joints as opposed to from your back. So paying attention to that, let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, literally feel your pelvis tilting as you move from your hips. Hands coming to land at the toes, ankle, shins. Inhale, lengthen through the torso. As you exhale, draw your shoulder blades straight back, down and in. And encourage this length through the back body as much as possible. Find your breath. And you'll notice eventually, if you haven't already, that your exhale is guiding your movement further forward. On your next inhale, lengthen and rise. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Let your legs relax. Shift forward onto your mat. We'll be coming onto the back body. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Use the hands as needed to lower vertebra by vertebra. Once on your back, ensure that it is straight. Length through the back of the neck. Drawing knees into chest, wrapping arms around legs, and creating this side to side movement. Just a little bit of core work. Your hands are on your knees. Actually, let's bring the knees above the hips. Place the hands to the thighs. And I'd like you to begin to press your hands into the thighs, thighs into the hands, as if you're trying to move either one, either the legs or the hands. Now, as you press your hands and thighs into each other, you'll feel that your core muscles begin to engage. Encourage length through the back of the neck. Breath to be present. Maybe smile in case you're clenching your jaw. If you don't want to smile, you can stick out your tongue. Notice the breath. And you might notice that your body is really shaking. That is normal. On your exhale next time, let that go. Draw the knees in and allow your body to feel heavy. You might need to sigh. From here, let's place the feet onto the ground. Bring the foot soles together and open your knees out away from each other. Reclined bound angle pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Three more breaths here. On your next inhale, helping hands brings legs together. As you exhale, pause. Let your knees touch and your feet widen. Arms could come out in a T position, or you might explore placing the arms into the goddess shape, where the elbows are bent and your lower arms, hands are facing behind you. On your next exhale, let your arms release. Bring the legs in towards body. A little massage. Take one more pose. I'd like you to place the feet to edges of mat again. We did this in the beginning. We're just going to do it a little differently by holding and adding on to it. So let's inhale. Exhale the legs over one side. Your low belly engages
And there's this invitation for the upper hip to very subtly and mindfully micro move straight up. So if when you go to explore that, it doesn't feel right in your knee or your low back, then keep the pelvis unelevated. But if it's liking it, feel free to explore that. Low belly is in subtly to support the low back. And inhale, could take your arms overhead. And as you exhale, take the wrist of the side of the body where the hip may be a little more elevated. And on an exhale, maybe lengthen through that side a little more. Stay with your breath. And on your exhale next time, let your arms release. Slowly release the pelvis. Inhale the legs back through center. Adjust the body so it feels straight. And you might just take a side to side movement with both legs. And again, noticing how one side of the body might feel different to the other. Inhale. Exhale, take the legs other direction. Low belly engages. And exhale encourages that top hip to maybe micro elevate a little further. We find the breath. And inhale brings the arms up overhead. Hand wraps around wrist of the lengthened side. And an exhale, you could play with creating a little bit more sensation in your body. A little more pulling, a little more stretching. However, please pay attention. Listen to what's available for you. On your exhale, let that side release. Pelvis returns. Inhale through center. Exhale. This time walk your legs a little closer together, making that side to side movement. Nice. Let's take the time to hug legs to body. Arms around them. And a little side to side movement perhaps. Maybe an exhale lifts head to knees, knees to head. Hands, arms can reach towards feet. Create space between ears and shoulders. The exhale, lowering. Releasing the legs and extending them. We move into relaxation pose. And the body lying flat. If this bothers your back in any way, shape, or form, you could place something under your knees, or you could bend them and let the knees touch and the feet widen. Or you might just have your knees bent quite deeply. Always remember to choose comfort and ease in the body. And settling for Shavasana, relaxation. Portion of practice where everything you've experienced has an opportunity to fully be absorbed by the body. Resting attention into the belly. You might place your hands there. Taking 3 long, slow inhalations, longer and slower exhalations. Feel free to continue with those breaths if you find them quite comforting. If you suffer from anxiety, you might discover they're very powerful in calming your nervous system. Settling back into the inner experience of non-doing. Begin to notice the feel of your body supported. Begin to deepen the breath. And eventually bring small movement to your toes, fingers and thumb. Eventually the ankles and wrists could rotate. Maybe your legs roll towards each other and away from each other. Maybe the arms do the same. Eventually, a full body stretch is created. Any movement that naturally arises from within that stretch. And bending knees, bringing them into body. A little bit of movement. Maybe the hands on the knees for a circle or two each direction. And from there, one arm coming over your head, and rolling body to that side. Pause here for a breath as we allow the body a bit of a pause from one shape to the other. And the exhale with helping hands. Body returns to seated. Taking a few moments to sit quietly. And placing hands back to the belly, take a deep inhale. Exhaling. This time, inhale the arms out and up. Exhaling, hands to heart. And one more deep inhale. Exhale. Thank you for joining me for this gentle yoga beginners for beginners. From my heart to yours, namaste. If you feel inspired to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do so. It's a little button that you can just click on. If you'd like to be notified of the videos when they're uploaded, feel free to click the notification button as well. And if you're inspired to share with family and friends, colleagues, I would be most grateful. Thanks again. And until next time, bye for now.